I-70 is going to stay closed overnight in Glenwood Canyon as a fire right along the interstate there continues to burn and grow. The Grizzly Creek fire started this afternoon. There were cars driving right by it before the closure. It quickly spread up the canyon wall as smoke covered the interstate. Glenwood Fire Department shared a photo showing how close the flames have been to I-70. CDOT's not said when that interstate will reopen, just that it's staying closed overnight. There's going to be a secondary lingering concern about rockfall because vegetation holding rocks in place is now burned.
This fire is burning less than 5 miles east of Glenwood Springs. The smoke from this fire can be seen as far away as Carbondale and Rifle. Someone flying over the fire this afternoon spotted it from the air and showed just how quickly this thing grew. Glenwood Caverns and Adventure Park voluntarily evacuated today as the fire spread. 9 News reporter Jordan Chavez is in Glenwood Springs tonight. And Jordan, we understand rough terrain there is making it pretty tough for firefighters to get this thing under control.
Yeah, and you know, Kyle and Alex, fire officials say that is just not a safe option for their crews. So most of the efforts to extinguish the fire are happening up in the air, but roads are blocked off pretty far from where that fire is actually happening. So out here tonight, what you're really seeing is a lot of traffic and trucks just like these kind of moved off to the side of the highway, really built up because, again, that portion of the I-70 is just shut down. So they're trying to find these alternate routes at this time. Now, this fire has grown so quickly that around 3:30, crews were saying it was around 150 acres, but as of 8 o'clock tonight, we're told it's estimated to be closer to 1,300 acres. Now, the good news is we're told the fire is blowing to the east and northeast up the canyon and away from the homes in this area. But the bad news is that this community was already dealing with poor air quality from the Pine Gulch fire burning near Grand Junction. So this just unfortunately makes things worse. In fact, fire crews are advising people to limit all outdoor activity and keep the windows to their homes closed.
See, I was here in town. You know, one minute I look and there was nothing, and the next minute there was a big plume of smoke, and I knew what I was going to be doing the rest of my day. You know, it's just very rapid.
Now, this video shows just how intense the fire has been. It was recorded by Nathan Krause, who is a rafting guide in the Glenwood Canyon area. His dad says he wasn't on guide duties today, but was in the canyon taking pictures of rafters and then had to quickly evacuate shortly after the fire had started. Again, though, back out here live tonight along the highway. Part of the story is the problem with traffic and these trucks, again, kind of demonstrating what they're having to do tonight as that stretch of I-70 is shut down tonight. Now, even as we were trying to make our way up to Glenwood Springs, where we are now, we were kind of running into that problem too, often being stopped on these alternate roads so that traffic traveling in opposite direction could pass us by because these roads are so narrow. And CDOT says that's going to be a problem for a while because these alternate routes just weren't made to handle the kind of traffic that I-70 typically allows moving through the canyon, guys.
Jordan Chavez reporting. Jordan, appreciate that information. Those e-tours that Jordan spoke of will add several hours for people who are unable to get through I-70 in those spots. CDOT's telling westbound drivers they need to get off at Minturn, Frisco, Copper, go south on 285 down to Poncha Springs, and then west on 50, take that to Grand Junction. So we're talking about a significant detour, obviously. Eastbound drivers are being routed the opposite way, down 50 to Poncha Springs and then up 285 from there.